Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys?
All right, Holly. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Throwing, Sellers. Got a man, it's Sellers. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Sellers. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you call him. That's fine.
He smashes his way through again. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Here's Sellers to throw. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's Fuller. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Sellers moving out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Beck's going for the goal line. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff.
Ready. 22.
Power ahead. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down to get the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Reed. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes a man miss. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Going to run it. It's Owens. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. So first down here as they go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Aggies have a lot of options on second and inches. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that. Flying.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On the move, he fires. Working the middle. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing Sellers. Back open in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Here we go. Ready.
The run inside. It's Fuller. They got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, and try to sneak in a big play.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to take off. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Fourth down, Sellers. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Reed. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Reed. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Working that left side. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Reed to the air again. Bears the pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And that's a teach tape on third down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's third down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Again, it's Reed. Fires to the right. Makes a catch. They will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking left. Complete downfield. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Just one of those mistakes. It can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Reed. He'll pull it down and run. Got a first down. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And his throw is incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Reed to the air again. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive things.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Throwing Reed. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He's loose on the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Do something different on defense, bro. Damn, you playing the same defense. That's why your ass losing. Damn, I'm trying to run a damn damn defense all game. This shit not gonna work, bro. Damn.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. And now this offense will take the field again. Reed. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. To throw, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Again, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown,
They don't know how to play
Texas
defense.
A&M.
Don't quit for me.
They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you
Don't know how to
get
play
down
offense either.
and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throwing, Sellers. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Runs through the tackle. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Buying some time as he moves left. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He's a special talent.
Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead.
And
that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Again, it's Sellers. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Thank you. Let me see real quick, Valerie.
Keep that door out.
You always get nervous before a performance.
I don't know. I've never performed before.
What? You said you were a musician.
I am. I will be once I win.
That's your plan? No. You have to win. You're like literally depends on it. And you've never done this before? I'll go.
No, I need to do this.
Why?
If I can't go out there and play one song, how can I call myself a musician?
What does that matter?
Because I don't just want to get the Cruz's blessing. I need to prove that I'm worthy of it.
Oh, that's such a sweet sentence. It's such a bad thing. Hey, okay. Okay, you want to perform?
I can't think of nobody else. Until someone yet. See some. What time is it?
to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Coach Marcus Freeman told me before the game, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there.
Breaks away on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more. But no question, they have got to tackle better on the back end.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Fights off a defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Zings it complete to the right. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mobley. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on 2nd down by the offensive coordinator.
Gets it to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
And he tacked on the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Coming out with it, it's Mobley. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They give it to him again. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Maybe a crease. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Play action. Carr. Here's a heat. It's complete on the right side. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Running inside, it's Walton. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Carr to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
A designed run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The extra point here would tie the game.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Number 45, set to advance on the ball.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. On the ground, it's Lacey. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the ground with the counter. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? That's caught. It's Lacey. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Running the red zone. It's Lacey. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
Number 17, set to kick this one off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The give is to Williams. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. 4th down, Carr. He rifles one deep down the middle. Makes a grab deep. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you can see this offense, man, they found something, and they want to push that ball down the field and be aggressive. They're not afraid to take shots and try to make these big plays. So if I'm a defense, man, I'm going to get back on my heels a little bit.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
First half coming to an end. Offensively, you're trying to put a drive together, get back in this ball game. The last thing you wanted to do was turn the football over, dig yourself an even bigger hole. Not good execution by the offense.
On the ground, it's Lacey. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Carr. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Carr. He fires one deep down the right side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
We love to talk about receivers having a catch radius. When you make catches like that, one-handed, man, oh man, your quarterback is going to be coming back throwing your way a lot more often.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it right down the middle. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Carr. Got a man in the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
Number 35, set to kick this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. On the move and looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Deadlocked here in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's hot. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
When you're in zone coverage and it's third down, man, it's eyes.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
Direct snap. Maybe some room here. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Rebels. They move on top here in the fourth. The Rebels surge back on top.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the fourth. Here's Carr to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him in. Six.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. To the air, it's Carr. Extending the play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Dumps it to the back. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them to third and long. Obvious passing situations. Because they won second down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable third down. They win and probably force the punt here.
He wants a big play here late. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Got a little grass. They'll be dragged down. Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Warren. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Reed. Catch in the middle. It's Morrow. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking for a productive play on first down. The run inside. It's Morrow. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like that.
Caught, and he's got room. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single...
Turning it on! Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. A&M comes back out with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Reed to throw. Finds a tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the move, it's Owens. There's a little room there. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his corner.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. And so many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
7, Notre Dame, 0. Number 24, set to kick it away.
And he'll bring it back. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Carr. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking long. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
From the gun on third down, Carr. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Carr to throw for it on fourth. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrill. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on third down, Reed. He rifles one deep down the right side. It's caught downfield. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Owens. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it as we get a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second.